Hey, I'm Shehzadi Devji, registered dietitian and certified diabetes educator, and today I'd like to talk about diabetes and the ketogenic diet. If you have type 2 diabetes and are struggling to control your blood sugars, you might be wondering which foods are better choices to stabilize your blood sugars. Is the ketogenic diet the answer? Is it even safe for those with diabetes? The keto diet has certainly been rising in popularity as a means to lose weight and keep blood sugar levels in check. And with so many seemingly compelling health claims in the media these days, with testimonials to the tune of, "I've lost 15 pounds in 2 weeks doing keto and my sugars are below 6." Hearing something like this, who wouldn't be tempted to try the keto diet? In this video, I break it all down to help you in deciding whether keto is the right way to go. Just so we're on the same page, the keto diet promotes a high-fat and low-carb approach where you eat lots of cheese, butter, oils, eggs, meats, fish, nuts and seeds, and non-starchy veg, and you eliminate any sorts of high-carb foods. We're talking bread, pasta, rice, oats, some veg, beans and lentils, most fruits, milk and dairy, potatoes. Yeah, it's pretty restrictive. So what's the idea behind the keto diet? Well, under normal circumstances, when you're eating a more balanced diet, your body uses glucose from carb-containing foods as its main source of energy, like petrol for your car. Glucose is also the preferred energy source for your brain. Now, when you eliminate carbs from your diet, you force your body in using fat as a source of energy because you're denying your body of its usual fuel, glucose. I guess you can think of it as a form of starvation. Now, unique things start happening inside your body when you're in starvation mode. Not only does your body start to use up your fat stores, it also breaks down the protein in your body, your muscles. Yes, your muscles. So why the appeal then? Well, since your fat stores are broken down, those who follow a very low-carb keto-type diet indeed experience rapid weight loss. And several studies report on this, and I've shared all the research links in my blog. Other evidence talks about how following a keto diet results in reductions in triglycerides and blood pressure, improvements in blood sugar levels, and increases in your good HDL cholesterol levels. Yes, these are all important factors in preventing heart disease, and as irresistible as it may sound, there are some serious drawbacks to the keto diet. Although there seems to be a short-term advantage of the ketogenic diet for weight loss, the advantage seems to shrink at the 1-year mark. Most of the studies on the ketogenic diet follow a small group of participants for a few weeks or months, meaning the long-term effects of eating a high-fat, low-carb diet are largely unknown. We simply don't have enough high-quality data to make firm conclusions about the long-term effects of the ketogenic diet on weight loss and other health parameters, and the long-term safety is yet to be determined. For one, and perhaps the most obvious drawback, is that a keto diet involves considerable restrictions, which likely makes it hard to stick to long-term. I don't know about you, but avoiding carb-containing foods, and it's a long list, may leave you feeling like you're missing out at meal times and could create anxiety around eating. Since the focus of the ketogenic diet is on fat, your intake of saturated and trans fats increases, and studies indicate that your LDL cholesterol, that's the bad kind, these levels seem to increase as well on a keto diet. And we know that not all fats are created equal. Eating too many of these types of fats promotes inflammation and increases the risk of heart disease, something people with diabetes are already at an increased risk for. And let me point out something that often gets overlooked. eating fried mozzarella sticks is far from a good, healthy fat choice compared to using a tablespoon of virgin olive oil to saute your lovely veggies. And then you have the unpleasant side effects that come as your body takes time to adjust when it's switching from metabolizing carbs to mostly fat. Fatigue, headaches, brain fog, and bad breath. Yep, it's keto breath smell. Think rotting apples from the acetone. Did you know that one of the primary causes of insulin resistance, the hallmark of type 2 diabetes, is lipotoxicity? This metabolic syndrome is when there's a buildup of excess fat in the tissues of the body where it shouldn't be, like the liver, heart, your pancreas, and your muscles, causing damage. And here we're talking about saturated fat, found mostly in meat, dairy, and eggs. Therefore, a diet that reduces inflammation and cell damage is key to preventing toxic fat and insulin resistance. It's been proven that you don't have to completely cut out carbs to effectively manage diabetes. Avoiding most fruits, some vegetables, legumes, and grains on a keto diet means you might be lacking fiber, important vitamins and minerals, and missing out on key inflammation-fighting antioxidants. If you know that you can eat all these wonderful things and still control your blood sugars, why the heck would you want to torture yourself with severe restriction? If you're trying to keep your blood sugar levels in check, simply reducing the number of refined carbohydrates you eat can help immensely. And by refined, I mean the processed and packaged varieties like sugar-laden breakfast cereals, chips, cookies, and pretty much most snack foods that come in a package. Diets that include plenty of plant foods and whole, unprocessed foods, much like in the Mediterranean diet, have been well studied and are linked to increased lifespan, better blood sugar control, and decreased rates of diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Now, let's look beyond the research. There are real people living healthy, happy lives who are proof of this. I mean real life, those in the so-called blue zones who eat unrefined whole grains, healthy fats, and high-quality protein, and they live the longest in the world, not to mention have the least disease. Let me be clear though, I don't hate the keto diet, but don't you find it interesting how the very foods that have shown time and time again to lead to less diabetes, less heart disease, less cognitive decline, and less cancer are the ones being excluded in the keto diet? To me, the bigger question we should be asking is, does it confer an advantage over other dietary approaches specifically aimed at weight loss whilst managing diabetes? In my opinion, and based on the current evidence, I don't think so. What do you think about this? Have you tried the keto diet? What has worked for you in stabilizing your blood sugars? Share with me in the comments below. And if you want to read my review of the keto diet, hop on over to the blog at shahzadidevji.com. Until next time, be well.